Hey, my friends. Just wanted to do a video for you today. I started not to put a video out, but then I said, no, let's just go ahead and do a video and take a little break here. And as the title says, I'm going to take a short mental health break. When I say short, it's going to be really short. It's most likely just going to be this week. I just need a little bit of time. But if I feel like I need more time, I'll take extra time. But yeah, I've not been dealing with some things. I haven't been dealing with some things the past 3 years. And had an event this morning that just kind of like was a slap in the face or a wake up call for me. Woke up this morning and my little buddy, you've probably heard him meowing in here, Teddy, he didn't come. I didn't hear any noise. He didn't come check on me to wake me up. I came out of my door and usually he's there. He was under the table. He was definitely, something was wrong with him. And fortunately, my roommate called the vet that used to take care of his dog. And I took him there this morning. And I was a little bit freaked out when I came home, though, until we heard about it. Anyhow, long story short, it turns out to be that it was just some sort of a GI, gastrointestinal problem. And he's back home now. Just got him a little while ago. But and actually, the lady at the front desk said, the vet said, like, man, he really looks good for his age. And the thing is like, it just made me realize like how much, don't get me wrong, I love animals, no matter, regardless of my personal life, my situation, whatever. I would be devastated, at the thought of losing an animal anyway. But it just kind of really got me thinking, like, I got way too much of my mental health tied up just in this little guy. And even though it turned out good this time, like I say, we're not sure exactly. He's 15 or 16 years old, so he is a rather senior cat, regardless of the health that he's in. And like I say, it just kind of got me thinking, and it just kind of made me, listen, ever since I've been back in the States, since 2017, well, most of the first year didn't really count because my mom was still at home. And to be honest, even after my mom went to, a nursing home, and I lived in that house for 3 years, it was kind of like I had her on my mind, and it was kind of like the day-to-day, not knowing what was going on, trying to go see her and whatever. And I didn't really realize, I've been living in this place 3 years now, and when I got down here, I've been stuck. I have been like, I've almost been like stagnant, just in this same loop every day, the same thing one day after another. I keep kicking the can down the road. I keep saying, oh, I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm going to figure out life. And I'm like, 3 years later, I haven't made any moves whatsoever. And I kind of just disassociate throughout my day and just start with the same old routine. It's kind of the same a play on the whole, the definition of his insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting for a different outcome. I guess I've just been thinking, like somebody's going to give me a call and it's going to be like, well, let's go do this, or this, and there it's going to be. And it's not like that. And like I say, it just made me realize that I've become complacent. Also, I've come to realize I've kind of done a lot of self-analytics on myself, a little bit of self-therapy on myself over the last 3 years, and really had to come to terms with some truths about myself that I didn't like. I had to come to terms with some truths about things that I didn't develop fully as a person. Because I started drinking at a really young age. And yes, it wasn't like one of these after school specials where I was a kid alcoholic, in fact, but it just did. I started noticing that from the time I graduated high school, through different places I lived in different phases, that was always the driving factor. And it led me to be less successful in things I was trying to do. And it also kind of made it where I don't bond with people that strongly. I was a little bit more superficial with people. And that's probably why I find myself in the situation where I am, whereas this is my, this is who I talk to all day, every day. In the last 3 years, other than my roommate, I don't know anybody around here. So the only conversation I have And my roommate, you know, he has an active life. He's an optometrist. He's a doctor. He gets out. He was gone this weekend, so he has a life. But I mean, we knew each other in college, so we have things to talk about. But it's not like we have a ton of conversation. So most of it falls on this little orange guy over here. And you know, I just started thinking like about all the various people. You know, you start looking at life going down a road, and at various stages of the road. And it's not like you know, I didn't burn bridges. I didn't piss a lot of people off with my former drunken lifestyle. In fact, I had a lot of good people around me. I just didn't invest in that. I didn't. I got close, but I didn't, you know, make the effort to be close to people and to maintain relationships. And you know, like I say, it just kind of got to be this spiral. I just kind of got to be in this over and over and over. And here you go, 3 years is gone here. So long story short is this little scare with Teddy just made me reevaluate, and it made me think, you got to do something, or I'm going to be some guy on the street somewhere in about 4 or 5 years, or it's just not going to end well for me. So I'm going to take a little bit of time, and I'm going to try to, I'm actually not going to try to think my way out of this one. I was reading something recently that just resonated with me a lot. And a lot of times it is people try to change their mind, they try to change the way they're thinking, and that can be futile for a lot of people. That sometimes the only way out is through action, is through physical, making yourself do certain things, tearing everything apart and rebuilding again. And that's what I think I want to do. Like this morning, before before I had the issues with him or saw that he was having issues, I was just getting out of bed and I was putting on some shorts, and I'm like, going to do something totally different today. I've got to totally, it can't even resemble my normal routine. It's almost like I need a real shock to the system. And, you know, some of the things, I don't like discomfort, you know, and once again, I like to always make sure I stress this. Where I am in life, every bad decision I made led to this. Can't blame anybody else. I've had every opportunity in life. I grew up with great parents. I had a great home life. And, you know, I've just kind of dropped the ball because I put alcohol kind of above everything else for too many years. So I just want to take a step back. I'm going to go a little bit deeper with my meditation practice. Not like I've fallen away from it. I've been practicing daily for 3 years. I kind of got in a kick where I was doing 2 a days for a while, and I fell off of that, but I want to get back to it. But it just simply boils down to I got to figure out what I'm going to do with my life, because my life is not here. But it is a safe place because this is a good friend of mine. You know, it's almost like I have an anchor. But anyhow, I'm not going to just keep rambling here. I'll be back. No, don't worry about me. I'm not in any psychological stress or anything. Just got some things to figure out. So I'll see you when I see you, and I hope y'all have a beautiful week. And I enjoy connecting here every day. It brings me a lot of peace. So I'll see you soon.